この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Teeaboo, and I am here for Jujutsu Kaisen on a Friday, and we're all gonna die day. Motherfucking Hanami has entered the arena, and it's bad. That's bad. I don't know how our folks are going to stack up against this, and it's made significantly worse by the question marks around how many other people are in here. We know Mahito's around, we know Geto is probably around, we know Mr. Curse Guy with weird tools who likes making tools out of bodies is around and probably not going to be for very long because he's facing off against Gakuganji. We just found out that Gakuganji is kind of a badass and he's got a cool-ass guitar, 1960-something Gibson fucking flying V-ass mahogany red super thing. All right, he's gonna jam hard and totally defeat that guy. Gojo is stuck outside of the veil, specifically constructed to keep him out, and it's not yet entirely clear to me what the entirety of the plan is, but even seeing a little smidge of it, it's bad. On the other hand, all of the professors are here, all the teachers and another principal. It's not Gojo, but if anybody can protect these students, it would be them, and the students themselves, who are also rather potent. We haven't turned our attention back to our main guy. He's been kind of on the sidelines for a little while, exchanging blows with his bestal friend. Are they going to do the same thing that the other squad did? Thanks, by the way, to the comments that pointed this out. It's really cool how everybody in the situation immediately snaps from, we're in a school competition, to, oh shit, it's survival time, we're working together, we gotta get Inumaki out of here because he's not a fighter, etc., etc. Love it. It's rad. Is that going to happen with Todo and your boy? Almost certainly, depending on who they send after them and what their favorite type of woman is. If they don't answer the question, we can team up, and it'll be great. Our whole squad is scattered across this chunk of forest, and the forest is against them. And man, I gotta tell you, just as an aside, I vibe with that, because for the past week, it feels to me like all of nature has been conspiring to assassinate me via my nose. I've had terrible allergies for the week. Something started blooming. We had rain a couple weeks ago, and spring is springing, and everything is in bloom, and some of it hates me. Some of it absolutely hates me. So I missed multiple days this week because I was laying down attempting to allow my sinuses to drain. It was bad. So I must say I am sincerely and strongly experienced in fighting creatures like Hanami, so they should all take my advice, which is lay down and try to breathe. It'll work great. Seriously, though, how do we get out of this? Do we get out of this? Or is this a game-changing situation where we're going to upset the balance of everything? I could see it. I could see multiple professors and multiple students dying today. This thing could go real wrong. Kind of like, I don't know, My Hero Academia bird guy shows up and everything's wrong. Everything's busted from there. It's like, well, okay, the world has ended. Either way, giant tree, middle of stuff. Big Hanami, very kind, very pleasant voice, very scary reality. Calmly, logically explains to us that humanity is a plague upon the Earth, and with just a little bit of a tolerance break, the Earth will be able to come back to its wonderful, shiny blue self. Of course, that means the elimination of all humans for a significant period of time. So I think we're going to say no to that one. I think that one's a no from us. But can we actually follow through and stop Hanami from killing all of us? I don't know. We're going to have to watch the episode to find out, and I have to do a drawing before I get to watch the episode. So, drawing time! Drawing time! I am going to use a different pencil from my gigantic 5.6 millimeter Kaweco SketchUp drafting pencil. Great pencil. I'm going to use a different one. And my reason is because I want a little bit of precision, so I've got a couple options. This is also a drafting pencil, a Staedtler Mars, and uses a standard 2mm lead. So that's an option. And then these are classic mechanicals with micro LEDs. I'm probably going to use a combo of both. Okay. Oh, what I want to do... Oh god, if I fuck this up, then I'm really screwed. But I don't have... I used to have a guide. I guess it wasn't mine, it was my dad's. He had like a briefcase full of drafting stuff, and in it were these like thin plastic sheets with like different size ovals and circles and like curves and stuff, so that you could use the sheet to sketch out really precise shapes. You might want to pick one of those up. Give me a sec. Bing. And it's got all these motherfuckers. All these motherfuckers for 16 bucks. I mean, it's thin plastic. Who cares? I need it. I don't have one now, so I'm just going to go ahead and do this manual style. Which is hard as fuck. Actually, that's exactly what I wanted. I got it at the angle that I wanted to. Oh my god! It's like my hand is actually attached to my brain. What the shit? Okay. So, there's like this gateway where Mr. Axe is fighting Mr. Axe. Cool. In the center of things, there are a bunch of buildings, and in amongst them has sprouted an enormous tree thing. Mr. No Eyes? Fushiguro? Mr. Mask? We got broccoli beef. Beef and broccoli. Oh my god, that is Todo, isn't it? Legit. Beef and broccoli. Got beef and broccoli versus Mr. Finger. Okay. Momo is retired. She's out, right? Cool. Momo's out. Holy shit. Like, Panda is out, right? Essentially. He can't do anything. Most of his cores are dead. Makamaru's down. Miwa's sleeping. Oh my god, this is way more fucked than I even thought. An enormous number of the students who are in the area are in serious danger. I guess that's part of why the principals and staff people are rushing in, is because they need to protect them. In fact, they said that explicitly. They were like, oh, Miwa's in danger, but that was also like an excuse. Panda's gone. Makamaru's gone. Gojo Sensei is out here, and he's just sort of, I don't know, big shrug. Like, what am I gonna do? And then somewhere there's a forest. I guess that's over here. We're in a forest over here. Cool. Okay, so this is not a fun or pretty drawing, but I've enjoyed it quite a bit. We got a hell of a veil. We're fucked. Todo and Itadori can get some stuff done. Everybody else is fucked. Mostly like out, down for the count. And then there's Axe versus Axe. Okay. Garbage drawing. Garbage. Totally fine with me. Shit's fucked. That's my whole takeaway. Can we unfuck the shit? Got a lot of powerful people. I think it's a question of working together. That's really it. I think if they're all aligned and working together and using what they know about each other's powers, what they've learned over their conflict, I think they can do it. At least survive. Make this at least a Pyrrhic victory. Oh boy, let's watch the episode and see how our first real big fucking... It's a wide-scale battle with a lot of moving parts. I'm curious about a few things. Where do we focus? Are we going to try to smash too many things into one period of, like, time? Because all these things are happening simultaneously. I think it would be really tempting to try to jump through all of them, and that could work in a really fast-paced, enjoyable, interesting way, especially if those pieces eventually start colliding and engaging with each other. But it might be best if we do what we've been doing, which is establish that a couple fights are going on, there's a fight going on over here and a fight going on over here, and then spend our time to invest into each of them so that we can really watch them play out. I think that's what I would like to see, but we'll see how they push it in the episode and how it goes. all my piece is said and drawn, and so I'm ready to watch episode 19 of Jujutsu Kaisen. Our plan for today is 19 and 20. I've been informed that 21 works best. This is a confusing thing to hear, but 21 works best either on its own or as a finale. So we're going to watch 19 and 20 today, and then probably just 21 next week, unless we get, if I get cliffhanged on 20, then I'll watch 21 as well. Cool? Cool. Episode 19, Jujutsu Kaisen, Kaizoku, Honorifics track. 2 versions, picture-in-picture in the description, timer on YouTube, beep beep timer to count you down, early access on the Patreon, beep beep timer to count you down. Ooh, title, Black Flash. Oh, we get it in the first second, good. What is that? I wonder what that means. Blah. What's he drinking? Hey, we're teaming up. The first thing we're doing is working out or working together. Ouch. This is a good plan, but how long will Inumaki hold up? It seems like he's breathing hard and limited. Okay, their goal is to rejoin with people. Yeah, any shift will upset the balance, as he says. I really like the red tone. Even Miwa would do at this point. Just anybody. Alright, we're out, we're free. Not stuck in a building. But that means we're in its domain, right? Shit. His voice is cracking. I wonder if that's just physical or more. Oh, bombs. Whoa, spike bombs. That's bad. I really like this track, too. Putting us all into it. Hey, buddy! He's a fighter, too. Inumaki, bro, don't kill yourself for this! Protect that boy! That's not nearly enough, y'all. Ah, shit. Ah, shit, not with the musical cue. Oh! What's up, girl? Good to have you. That cut you? That fully broke. Holy shit. Ooh, shadow hiding for cursed tools. That's what's going. Ah! Using this makes me feel disgusted, though. We saw that somewhere. The bow, the 3-piece bow. It's not called a bow, is it? But do they have an equivalent strain on the user? Shouldn't have told him that. Extreme knockback. Okay. Yeah, we knew that the divine dog was white. White was dead. Wait. So divine dog black becomes divine dog white black? Macchiato divine dog? Let's go! Coffee and cream. Yay! White divine dog white is not dead. Kind of. Okay, we've got a frontliner. We've got a bunch of stuff. This is great. Okay, so that's his sword, not a sword that she gave him to put in the shadow. That was rad. Okay, I think we just triggered boss phase part 2. Huh. Oh, what? Uh. She's been fighting one-armed the whole damn time. Too much. Oh, what? Whatever that is doing bad stuff to him. Is it pulling his energy? Ah. Okay, he's gonna do it anyway. Yeah, he's gonna do it anyway. Oh, packed! Yeah, this is as bad as it gets. Broccoli boy! Yeah, not gonna stop him. Back to his own conscience. What? Is there somebody to tag out with? Yay! Was that Brockle Boy? Yay! Deus Ex Brockle Boy. My besto friend. And my besto friend! Oh my god, beef. My friendo. Let's go. We're kicking the music too. We've been OP-less, right? Okay, there it is. Red! Red, red! Da 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 da. Okay, so we get a piece there. Megumi is totally willing to destroy himself in order to finish this job or make something happen. But he doesn't have to. Because our guys arrive. Prevent him from having to. I like it. And pieces colliding. It's good. It's good. What? Where did Kamo end up going? That's where we saw it. It was right there. I forget what those... I fully forget what those are called. I am going to look it up in the background here. Oh, 3-section staff. Coiling dragon staff. Okay. Ooh! Airlift! You got it! Bad news. You hush. Take girl far away. Oh, hi, Panda! What's up, bud? Have you been healed? Okay, we got informed. Yo, we got this. Huh? Oh. He's about to level up. Let's go! He did get some instruction. Yeah, man. No dying, please. God damn it. Ah. True best friend stuff. Let's go. Don't worry about it. He's here to clean up in case you win. I feel like he's just chilling. Get scared. Get scared of the Black Flash. Yeah. I'm gonna try to communicate. Yeah. I'll kill ya. Yeah, a little bit of cover. Okay. Is that leg coming up for a kick? Did not land. Ow. Okay. Yeah, it's powerful. Can be the difference maker. Oh, worst of all, how dare they? But we'll chill. Smack! No, this is friend stuff. You don't get it, Hanami. This is boy stuff. Amazing. I got a huge grin. I think it's so stupid and I love it. Wait, to the power of 2.5? So she has and Gojo has. My guy? He's just concentrating so hard he's drooling. Okay, that was new. Nutty the fuck? Okay, I landed it. Can you help now? Will you help now? Can we fight together now? I don't want to die. Okay, so that's a technique that nobody can do consistently? And Itadori just nailed it. And it's nowhere near enough. Yeah. That's a different color. Knows it. Makes it his friend. Ooh, yeah, you gotta taste your own food at every step during the cooking process. Ooh. Now you know your spices. Brother. Sweet. Could you still handle this one, please? Because I think I'm gonna die. Oh, that is rad. Just built in. Okay, so it gives us progress. Okay. Jojo stand. Oh, she's gonna level up. Ah! Why is that arm black? I wonder. What the fuck? What the ever-loving fuck? I mean, that's gonna have to wait for after. What the fuck did we just witness? This is running. This is running guy, right? Oh shit, that's fucked. Ah, it's just cursed energy. It's fucking with us. Yeah, yeah, that was sick. Are you having fun? Are you having fun, Hanami? Does it remind you of being a little sprout? Hmm. Battle and destroy. Ooh. So weirdly, I agree with that for humans. And I disagree with that part. Yeah, pretty uptight. That's bad, because I feel like Hanami's really strong. Ah, my guy. Oh, shit. Another one. Dude, I don't know. With that bloom going. Ah, shit. Having that fun. That's really bad. We've never seen that, really, have we? Oh my god, that's the... Cool. Perfect for a double. Just a couple of spicy things to talk about. Let this play out. Watch the stroll. Can't not watch the stroll. Sampo. Hanami stuff? Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, he's a craftsman. Uh. Uh. I still one frame. I'm getting closer. I'm getting closer. Hey. Pretty straightforward episode, all things considered. Bad guy appears, we all fight the bad guy and try to figure shit out. There are some little things that really work together. Everybody is immediately on the same team. I love it. I love it. It works great. Maki coming out of nowhere and then tag teaming with Megumi and the big like cross attack that they do as they slice through them, they switch blades and like go back in. That's pretty freaking cool. There's a big running jumping scene that's just like the one scene in the episode. It's fully different from anything else that we've seen, besides maybe the OP. It might actually be animated by the same guy who did much of the OP. I wouldn't be surprised by that. certainly has a lot of running stuff, which makes me think that maybe it's done by the same guy who's been credited with a bunch of running stuff, whose name I forget. I'm quite curious about that cut. Makes me want to go and look at it on Sakugabaru, but also it makes me want to go and look at it. I'm going to do that. I don't know. Still don't know exactly what he's drinking, but probably cough syrup or some kind of throat medicine. And so I wasn't entirely clear whether it was the fact that it's a cursed technique or just him screaming really loud. Seems like it's the cursed technique itself has an inordinate damage to his vocal cords or throat. I love this situation, and I love having Kamo break it down for us methodically. It's like, okay, we're in a process that can work for right now. Every iteration of this loop has happened so far. The loop is Inumaki stops it, we throw some attacks on it, and then we run away. That can keep going indefinitely as long as all the pieces fit together. But as soon as one thing falls out of our little cycle, the whole thing collapses, and we've got to be ready for it. I like that. It builds up like an inherent tension in the circumstance. That's like, okay, we're in a place where this can work, but it's not going to work forever. It's going to stop working sometime, and that's really scary. That's really scary. It's cool. General visual stuff for the opening portion of the episode is honestly rad. It's really quite cool. The space is cool. I like the deep red tone that's coloring everything. It's a change from the more orangey, umbery sort of color that we've had before. Like, everything is really crimson red. And I guess it's that veil color change that's happened over everything. It's affecting all the trees and everything else. We don't get a lot of close-ups on them to really see it, but everything is in a different tone. You got these blues washing out up top and deep reds in other places. It's cool looking. It's cool looking and dramatic, and it makes it feel like there's a real threat in play. And boy, oh boy, there's a real threat in play. The subtle movement of Megumi's face throughout this makes it almost look like rotoed. Like there's a shifting in the three-dimensionality of his jaw that you just don't see. Like, as he's speaking, his head is moving very slightly side to side, and that changes this whole dynamic of like where the jawline and chin is. It's really interesting. Especially with, like, there's no real shadow on his face. And there's no distinct impression of nose or other, like, center point that would create, like, if I'm, I can't really do it because I've got light all around me, so it doesn't really work. But if there's shadow to one side and you see me start to move, you can see that the shadow's changing. And that's just not here. So it's just super subtle. I think that's a standout thing about this episode. It's very bombastic, like, big stuff is happening, but I think it's all held together by these really subtle things that are going on in the characters' expressions and movements. Of course, it's not gonna last, but your boy gets up there and goes for it again. Rad. And we have Amaki show up to do some business. So now, this sword isn't so bad. So the blade that she uses first, a cursed tool, doesn't work. Megumi's sword does, and we still don't know where he got it. I surmised at this point that maybe it was a cursed tool that she gave him, but it doesn't seem like it. It seems like it's his. Manifest out of something, or maybe passed down to him, or I don't know. I wonder. Staff that she hates using. We get a little insight on cursed tools, but also higher grades are fucked up and too strong. Oh, yeah. Have to agree with whoever commented on the last set of episodes that Maki, because of her all martial capabilities, has to really force the animators to show how cool she's being. Yeah, I fully agree. Fully agree. Cursed techniques are reborn into one another, which is interesting. So that happened for the wolves. So just as a question, if new Completo Wolf were to die, would Wolf Black and Wolf White's abilities go to another of his beasts? Like, Nue would grow wolf claws and a snoot, or the elephant would become fuzzy or something. Okay. So then I wonder, in terms of overall advantage, is it better to have, assuming that he does have 10, as the passed down Zenin thing. By the way, sorry last episode for totally forgetting all of the connections that Fushiguro has to the Zenin clan. I just didn't know what the fuck was going on. I brain farted. He does have the 10 shadows. Is it stronger to have 10 different shadows? And because he can remix them too, right? He can mix those powers as he pleases. 10 separate shadows that he can call on, or if he were to able to like amalgamate them all. So he's got like a frog-tongued enormous elephant that it has a snake tail and wolf claws and bird wings. Like if he did that, would it just be a mega beast that would fuck your day up real bad? Snake, fly, scratch. I think that would be cool. Maybe kind of dumb. Maybe hard to draw. I think it's a cool idea, even losing his powers. That seemed like a big question mark. It's like he never gets to summon his Divine Dog White again? Well, kind of does. It's pretty cool. Pretty neat. Alright. I want to see the big double combo attack. Hold. Bam. Flip together. Trade. Flip. Swip. Oh, that part is what really sells me on it. Object, object. That's how we cheat it. Okay, so I was like, how did we get these to cross the distance between them so fast? We didn't. They throw them in this scene, we cut to them almost grabbing them in this scene, and then within like 3 frames, they've grabbed them, and the water is already starting to bubble up underneath them, and it's probably the next frame, right? So they catch, and then the next frame they're moving, and the water is bursting behind them. So it's like instant, in perfect unison. It reminds me very much of Evangelion fighting together, Asuka and Shinji doing the little dance sequence thing. It's rad. It's rad. And they come through for a big ol'... It's not even really like an impact frame. This is weird. This is weird. But very striking. So the lines come together and become the 2 characters, right? Nope. It's just unclear what those lines are. They're just for fun. Slice, slice, go negative, take it out of negative. Clever. Clever, smooth. Nowhere near enough. How does he get popped by whatever that thing is? Like, how does it get him? I'm not sure. Maki down, Megumi about down. Ready to call everything he's got. I don't fully understand the line about lack of responsibility. I choose who I protect. I bear the least responsibility, therefore I should not be the first to go down. I don't understand. My guess is that it's something to do with the choosing versus responsibility. Like, one who is duty bound to protect everyone in this arena is like has a bunch of responsibility, but Fushiguro doesn't feel that, and so he's not. I don't understand at all. Gotta admit. Wha-bam! Big boy's arrival. I want to hear the musical cue for this. It's pretty straightforward. The music itself is really good throughout the episode. It's got a lot of hype to it. This doesn't have like a hit to it that does what I thought it did. Scene still works. Okay, best of friends, and no one's allowed to interfere with those about to spread their wings, is shown in protagonist's speech for he's about to become a hero. Black Flash, not explained until it's explained. Big ol' hate you, and then gets told off for attacking with too much fervor, too much rage. And I really like the way that Todo says it. Near dodge, and then I really liked hover, clack, clack, clack. Fully impossible kung fu movie stuff. You love it. You love it. I love it. Maybe you hate it, but I sure love it. Damn it! And he's getting too angered. I really like this line. An important trigger. people have been put to their knees by their inferiors just because they provoked them is great. Is great. Fuck around and find out, even if you're less than, you provoke somebody really hard, even if they're way beneath your station, they might come at you in a way you're not prepared for. Very good advice. Very good advice. But it's also too much. You need calm. And so he gets calmed down, begins drooling, and black flashes. So comparing those who have to those who have not. So she has, he has not, is my assumption. Has not, has, my assumption. And the space warping thing actually reminds me immensely of Gojo's power itself. So I wonder if there's something to that. Probably not, because that's like a very specific power. I don't get the mechanics of this. If it impacts really fast, like super fast, then it expands outward, explodes, and distorts space. Okay, space is distorted is the important part. This all gets wrapped up into a little ripple. I think the effect here is really fun. Really fun, and then we get the visualization of a splash or a ripple. And then we get to frame by frame. Black, white, red gradient. That's very cool. So this is very, I would say very fluid. Like, these lines are not straight or sharp. Everything is circles or blood splatters or droplets, right? Everything's curved. Literally, there are no straight lines here. Even the straightest of lines are like a little bit curved or have these outer edges that are all wibbly. And then just a couple frames later, everything's sharp and jagged and almost glitchy. Totally different style. Then we're back to actually visualizing character to some extent, all darkness and pull out. Yeah, uncontrolled energy. So they're creating a lot of this effect by having these different shape patterns, right? There's this web type of pattern with all these sort of simple inky lines, and then these sketchy outlines around these bigger like blobs of color. Having both together interacting makes for a novel type of chaos. Super novel. I wonder if they're using a digital generator for these, or if they're hand done. I mean, or some combination of the two. I don't know. Sure is a hell of a punch, though. Pretty freaking cool thing to accomplish. And now he vibes better with his cursed energy, and we get a chef's explanation with some gorgeous looking food. Holy macaroni, it looks great. Yeah, true as true can be. If you're not tasting your food, you're not going to know what it tastes like. And one of the big secrets to being able to chef, even a little bit, is knowing the flavors of multiple things. If you know those flavors well, you can at least guess at what they might taste like together. And by experimenting with a bunch of different spices and proteins and vegetables and flavors and certain things, as well as techniques, technique is king, as well as techniques, you'll be able to figure out how to make dishes for yourself that might taste good and switch from like recipe driven following someone else's lead to being able to actually explore spices and flavorings that you enjoy and be able to know that like, well, that sauce with that would probably be pretty good. Let me make that sauce. Let me make that food. That would probably be pretty good. Hey, look, it's pretty good. Yeah. I'm going to go in a weird direction here. I'm just going to recommend a series of cooking videos that all of you should watch. I think actually everybody should watch them. I have to find them. Yay! Okay. Found it. Holy shit, I'm glad I found that. Culinary boot camp and F-step curriculum. This shit's baller. It's so great. I'm just going to pull this up. Like so. Y'all see this? Culinary boot camp by Jacob Burton. Got hundreds and hundreds of thousands of views. Mostly, there is another letter in here, but whatever. FST, and then there's ENP. This guy is a chef. He teaches chefs. He's teaching at a culinary school, and he runs you through really basic, simple techniques and flavors, like salty and sweet and simple shit, as well as wet and dry cooking methods and just the basic techniques that you need to cook fucking anything. It's the base foundation for being able to go into the kitchen or like into your pantry, see a bunch of shit, and figure out how to throw it together to make something edible. Exceptionally useful. Highly recommend. Cook yo food is good. All right. Totally aside, but, relevant to the thing. And now we're in it. Hanami reveals themselves, and we snap into the most insane cut of the episode with, maybe the most insane cut, period. Full arms around whirlwind into a stance. Bam. And everything moves. Okay, so my first thought when this started happening, right here was Yutaka Nakamura. I don't believe that the rest of the cut is Utapon because cubes, they don't show up. It could be, he just might not have done cubes. This sort of like slam into far distance is so Yuta. All of Hiroaka is like chock full of Utapon cuts that have that sort of sequence. But then we've got this insane movement across space that turns into a running sequence and a lot of spinning too. There's like an inordinate amount of spinning. Inumaki does not match the background. Oh, I guess that's not Inumaki, is it? I don't know why I felt like that was Inumaki. I guess it's because he's grayed out. Stupid. Of course, it's Itadori. He does not match the background there. Besto friend! Oh shit, he flings him. I didn't even realize. Lands. Okay, and then he matches. Sort of. It definitely looks great to me at speed. Looks less great here, going frame by frame. I mean, you lose the mind's ability to close, to insert between frames and like make stuff work together. And Hanami appears, blasts, spin. I really, really like these moments. The way that the camera follows our characters as they dodge is rad to me. Poof, poof, and then spinning. And spinning. And still spinning. And then run and drop the ground from underneath them. Okay, I want to see it at speed. I probably can't include this. Yeah, it looks great at speed. That portion of him running down that still super does not match. But I don't care too much. We're in such a chaotic, like, expressive space that it's the momentum of the characters and the fact that they're working together that really works for me. And here it gets so hectic that it doesn't register to me at all that the feet don't really align with where they're landing on the weird tree stuff. Just doesn't seem to matter. Foop, spinning, running, spinning. That's a weird cut. It's a weird cut. There are pieces of it that I think are stellar, and there are pieces of it that look like shit. But I'm going to look it up. Order score. Because I'll bet it's the top one. Keiichiro Watanabe. Repeat after me, Kami. My brain exploded. Are we seeing here the new Yutaka Nakamura? Nope, because they're completely different in almost every way. I'd say he's more Norio school, but with his flavor. As far as Shingo Yamashita is, okay. Okay, Keiichiro Watanabe did this whole thing. Dear Keiichiro Watanabe, who the fuck are you? Oh, there are going to be a bunch of spoilers for Jujutsu Kaisen here, aren't there? Okay, I guess I'm... Oh! That's Chainsaw Man. I can watch Chainsaw Man. Is this the big fight with the worm person? Oh, and the running. Okay, Watanabe is the running guy. Yeah, he's the running guy. And the running on the things, which I also criticized for exactly the same problem, which is that the feet don't land. We just end up being very slidey, and favoring capturing the momentum and like slippiness and movement of the character, as opposed to like trying to manifest any sort of realism. Lots of spinning and flying, and okay, we got some stylistic tendencies. Cool. That tracks. That tracks. Thank you, Mr. Watanabe-san. I think your animation is really cool. It certainly stands out and 100% conveys momentum. Really well. Really well. Especially in, I don't know, stuff where the three-dimensional space isn't totally clear. What do I mean? Three-dimensional space at this point, or let's say at this point, perfectly clear. Three-dimensional space at this point, I don't really know where our characters are in relation to the rest of the world. They're definitely above ground, on trees. Other than that, they're running and jumping on stuff. They're moving too fast for me to really know. I don't know where we are. When we're running this way, I guess we're running downward toward the ground, kind of? Yeah, kind of. But then not? Doesn't really matter. It really doesn't matter. The momentum is captured. And that's what counts here. So Hanami is enjoying themselves, and we talk about instincts and reason. I like one line from him. I don't remember when all these awful things started to make me feel so satisfied. Just as humans do all these things, I think this is a curse's primal instinct. So a curse's primal instinct is to destroy and cause harm. We might have gained the ability to reason, but that doesn't mean we should deny our instincts. This I actually agree with, with caveats, with broad caveats. And I, okay, I'm deep in a rabbit hole. I'm down into a Nietzsche Schopenhauer fucking rabbit hole. Friedrich writes a lot about overcoming of instincts via reason, but then also of overcoming reason via the Dionysian celebration of life, sort of. I don't know. I'm not... Affirmation of life would be the term. I need to read my Nietzsche. Dang it. Okay, my perspective is split. To deny one's instincts is to deny oneself, and that rings to me of self-destruction. Like, if you deny what you are called to, what pulls you, what you are drawn to, that's not going to end well for you. But at the same time, I put reason maybe on a pedestal. I think it's important. And I think that the ability to control your instincts, not necessarily to deny them, but to filter them through a rational lens, at least a little bit, can be very important. Mahito stumped me. Okay, cool. I do agree that the ability to reason should not preclude following your instincts or desires. And that the person is something of a mix. It's not wrong to say that you are, or I am, as much animal as rational. Although, if we take a more Jungian perspective, we would say that the rational part is a facade, is you can't deny your instincts with rationality, because your rationality is actually built upon your instincts, and so whatever you rationalize is going to be founded in what you instinctually believe, regardless. Would be, I think, how Jung would come at this. Ooh. But I do agree on the blend idea, or at least that reason is an emergent property of instinct, and that therefore instinct should be kept sacrosanct to some extent. But at the same time, the instinct to gorge yourself and fuck and kill and whatever, probably not good things for you to do. So I'm torn. No one has the right to tell you how to balance the two, I disagree with. This says that every man should be an overman, to bring it back to Nietzsche, a person unbound by the concerns of others. And I disagree. Like, if you're way off on one end of that spectrum, anybody could tell you. I think anyone has the right to tell you that you should be doing something differently. Certainly you do. As Mahito states it, this is all perfect philosophy to lead you to a total embrace of hedonism and fully following your, what would you say? Following your nose, following your dick, however you want to think of it, allowing yourself to stop being rational at all, to just fold into instinct as it overwhelms you. That's not good, methinks. I think that's not good. But you, Hanami, you're holding back. Oh, shit. That's scary business. Solid hand-to-hand. Yeah, kind of boring hand-to-hand. Until it kicks off with a literal kick. There. Then it gets interesting. And then in the midst of wham bam booming, Hanami seems to love it. We're ready to go. Aoi Todo is going to unleash his technique, finally. And we're going to move on to the next episode and find out what that looks like. Thanks for watching. See you in a second. Peace. Alright, welcome back for episode Nat 20. We're going to watch it. Todo Aoi is going to reveal his powers. Let's go. Beep beep timer. Oh, that was Todo. Damn. Namaiki wa Namaiki. Shouldn't have mocked him. Didn't even enjoy it. So I need a real fight. Boy! Who are you? Holy shit. How about you? How about like you? Women like you. Tall, blonde, big ass? Bingo bongo. OP. Cool! So he's been a violent delinquent since he was young. The perfect hero. Da 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 da. What is an adventurer but a violent wanderer? I wonder who that lady was. Hi, Gakuganji. Ooh, we're outside the veil. Oh, we're inside the veil again. Aww. Yay! But that would make it stronger! Oh, okay. Stupid. And then weird flower stuff. Oh. Man, those are bad news. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, and also the question mark part. My guy, he's smart. He's smart. It could all be bluffs. Goju Sanman. Yeah, buddy. Oh. Big brain, boy. Yeah, that's why he needs the cauliflower broccoli hair. It's to hold all the brain mass. Oh, I have my best friend! Amazing. Oh no. Eh? Not fair! Got a real fight to do. Oh yeah! Don't count him out. Just gonna bounce. What? Did he just clap and reverse switch places with you? He did. It's just a position swap? Dude, that's broken. That's broken. Oh, he can switch with... And he told you. And he can switch with non-opponents as well. Oh, yeah! Who you fighting? Oh, this is so cool. Yeah, it's a shell game like Cups. Just enough to really fuck you. But if they can stop him from clapping. Yeah, we're holding it. We're holding on the clapping now. So good for team battles. Oh. Okay. There's no way this works. Black Flash? Oh, so I was wrong about the way it was spaced out. It makes sense with how precise he is. Okay. Cooking. Your boy cooking. Frying some bamboo shoots. Let's break a record. Brother. That was another one. That's 3, baby. Or maybe the first one doesn't count. That's 3 for sure. Cocky is cocky. Here's the Black Flash. Just clapped anyway. Let's go. Oh, a round of applause. Mmm. 4, we've tied the record. He's special. Wasn't that the title of the episode? Abnormal? Still going. Groovy. Here we go! This is exceedingly fun. Ugh! Counter! We're losing our edge. Enjoying yourself. Piranha plants. Oh god, are those all those buds? Not just with himself. Yeah, he's gonna take that hit. They feed on cursed energy, though. Hey, if it works, it works. Takada? Why are you at my school? Is this inside his brain mind? $530,000 IQ. Cursed energy, if you shield yourself with it. Almost out of time. Juryoku. Never mind. Oh! Dropped all his cursed energy. They don't even attach. They didn't work at all. Ah! Smarts. Oh. Just gonna ask. It was your own mind. Cool. Full fucking axe kick. Gonna tell us the rest? Objects? Anything living? Oh. No. Oh shit. Anything. Oh, okay. Cursed corpses and objects. Okay. Where all of the items. Working together, we're all working together, we can do it! Hey, wait! Yeah, very confusing to your own party. Wham! Get it before it regrows. Break those eye branches. Ooh, gathering life energy. Ooh. And it blooms. Is that an eye? Domain. Maybe. Is that Gojo? Oh, he broke the veil. Oh, Gakuganji probably killed the guy. Hi. Uh-oh. No domain for you. Okay, I think we're alive. I think we're alive, y'all. Axe versus axe. That's it? I am the amp. Yeah. Dude, I would not assume that at all. Alright, big players in the game now. Mason has eyes everywhere. Oh my god, what the fuck? Who are you? You're new. Ugh. Ugh. Nice grip. Chuzo? Oh, cursed maker guy. Ugh. Let's go. Oh, Mai's here too. You don't need to be here, Mai. Uh. 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 Bye, Mai. The veil is lifted. The veil is lifted! Okay, what caused that? Okay. Who dropped the veil? Please start with Hanami. Save your boys. Retreat? Did we flawless victory here? So good. We're gonna need it. Best friend. Hey, my guy? No. No, actually help. We're just gonna... Fuck. Well, he's not dead. Giving me commands! Orders! Oh, I'm sure. That's more than we've ever seen. Okay. Honestly, smart as fuck. Trap. Oh, he knows something's incoming. Blue and red together. Oh, he's so happy about his murder. He didn't see you. Holy shit. Oh, there's our title. Oh, me too, man. I don't know. Uh. Huh? Finger. To steal it? Whoa. Whoa, what? Okay, very curious. But they have like 6, right? Just needed to steal one finger? All of this was just to steal one finger? And to delay Gojo enough? Or maybe the location that Mahito attacked was outside of the Veil, and the whole point was to distract Gojo so that he was trying to get into the Veil the whole time? I don't know. That's purple. I like purple as a color, but holy shit. I think it's really cool that they managed to do something novel and different with a straight-up laser beam. Like the most common power thing, that was dramatically different and cool. Just rips through space. Cats. Well, I'll put it honestly. I'm a dog person, but I have a cat. Yeah, for sure. Tracks. Good. Good. I love you, Panda. I love you, Panda. No. Baseball. So we're gonna get back to just doing normal stuff after this hell? Okay. We find out a lot about Aoi Todo from this one little flashback sequence. All of his motivation, conscience, belief, like everything. And then his love for tall, pretty ladies. Bingo, bango, bongo. As clear as can be. And we get to learn his power. Oh my goodness. What a cool fucking power. Truly, what a cool one. I love the rundown of all of the powers that he's seen, and I love, in particular, the last bit where he goes, and maybe it's all a bluff, maybe these aren't the main powers, big question mark, don't know. 530,000 IQ, seems accurate, I have no reason to question it, and if I did, he would pop me like a balloon, so I'm not gonna question it, Mr. Cauliflower Head, you are the smartest boy in all of smartness by a factor of about 500. Oh wait, no, about 5,000 actually. Yeah. We're a few figures off. Because you are here, bruzza, together. What fun. The all together radness. Nuts. We fling him around, bash him back and forth in just the perfect way to reveal to us what his power really is. And his power is freaking cool and extremely overpowered. But it also makes perfect sense why he hasn't used it yet. In a lot of circumstances, it's not that useful. Like if you're in an empty room and there's just your opponent and you, all you get out of it is the momentary confusion of swapping places with them. If there are no other cursed objects or corpses near you, or other people near you, you don't have a lot of options for swapping. So, Aoi Todo is probably best when he's got at least one ally. Like, by far. Or multiple enemies, because he could move multiple enemies and swap them with each other, or swap himself with one of them, so that, like, a blow that would land on him now lands on one of his enemies, etc. As long as there are 3 people or 3 entities fighting, Aoi's power becomes busted, and exponentially more so the more fighters, or even cursed tools or objects are present. Or just living things, right? That's fucking nuts. That's really cool. It makes him really interesting as a top-tier fighter, too, because his technique is, to my eye, optimal for team battling, and yet he's a very individualist fight on his own, minus best friends. So it all ends up tying together. His powers really do allow him to be a great team supporter and self-supporter within a team. God, it's cool. It's extremely powerful on offense and defense, allows you to maneuver. It's amazing. Mobility's everything, you know? The ability to move around somebody. You know, if they can't ever make contact with you because you're just porting and swapping all the time, or if your blows always land because you can line up a punch with, say, an ally. We didn't really do any of that in this. I kind of thought that we might. Like, Todo can gear up a full power, perfectly accurate punch on Itadori, and then, well, I guess he can't because he has to clap. That is a wrinkle, isn't it? So he would have to, like, gear up for a punch and punch clap. Like, clap punch. I don't think it would work. A kick, though. He could totally do a kick. Gear up for that big kick, clap, swap your places. Now the axe kick falls on you. Ooh. Brutal and super confusing, and like, I like that we see that it's Hanami's mental that's falling apart inside their own mind. We drop to, and it's like, oh, these split second not being quite sure who I'm fighting or where they are. It's really adding a layer to everything that I do, and I'm falling behind. I think it's rad. I think it's a dope fucking power, and it's expressed to us in a really cool way. It's rad because of how honestly understated it is. It works so well because he's such a potent melee combatant himself, right? And sturdy, so he can take hits and swap without much regard for safety. Oh, it's so fucking baller. Snappity clappity clack. When we get into it and our characters really start start going and swapping throughout, the scenes end up feeling really fun. The full flash to white to do the swaps makes perfect sense. Claps are the trigger. Now I'm over here. Nope, now I'm over there. And it's mostly like lining up perfect blows. Like this is a perfect spinning kick from Yuji, but Hanami sees it, so we'll be able to block it. Let me jump over here. So a lot of what Aoi is doing is like getting in position so that his friend's attack will land, and then using the opportunity of the confusion to land his own attack. It's necessarily team-oriented. He's all about them friends, yo. Oh, it fits perfectly. It fits perfectly. I love how he ends up feeling like a samba dancer. Like, I don't know if that's samba, but whichever, flamenco, whatever. It's so cool. So I guess I'm unclear about the visual that we got when we said people who haven't experienced black flashes. Maybe what we were showing is that the lower dude who's still working on it and the lady both have not been able to do a black flash, and then on the other side, both Nanami and Gojo have. I don't know. Brother. I get that same premonition. Like my life is going to stop being boring. That goes so hard. It goes so hard. So much fun. I'll easily repel these buds. And then he gets a talking to in a romantic after-class experience with his love. Maybe he does have a 530,000 IQ. It just manifests inside his mind as Takada. Must be. Boom! It's really freaking cool. There are so many things that can be done, and we don't even get to see what this ends up being. Hanami's domain gets wiped away by the emergence of Gojo Satoru. Oh boy. Now, this does take us back to something that I said I kind of didn't want, which is the whole show going to be wait for Gojo to show up and save the day? It takes a lot of agency away from our main characters, but I came into these episodes going, we're all going to die if something serious doesn't happen, so I invite the serious thing to happen, and for Gojo to show up and save the day. Fuck yeah. Great. Excellent. It's still a little worrying when your main trump card is just this one dude who's so powerful that it just doesn't matter what everybody else does. It can be cool, but it can also really water down your situation. Water down the effective power of the characters. I think it would maybe work better if Gojo was more of a loose cannon, like way unpredictable and not going to be on the side of good every time. But here it ends up just being, yes! Oh my god, we get to live! And it's a big relief. Big relief to see him. I don't know what the fuck this guy's deal is. I really don't like him immediately. The whole gung-ho attitude and kind of vanity, I don't know what to think. Bleh. Bleh. Gathering up so much energy. I find that element, I just want to mention it offhand, the fact that Hanami drains life from the plants around them in order to fulfill their goals is pretty interesting, isn't it? If they're the embodiment of life and stuff, protecting that is not worth it. It's not like the be all and end all. And there's like a hierarchy of motivations there. It's like, yeah, having all the plants live would be good, but if I have to sacrifice some of the plants to ensure that my mission is completed, then I will. And there's no second thought to it. Pretty interesting. And it doesn't go into Hanami itself, just into the flower, which blooms a giant eye. It gets real spooky. Okay, speaking of spooky, Gojo Satoru is a problem. He's so thrilled to be causing so much destruction. I guess he doesn't get to let loose that often. We've seen him reverse red, cursed technique reversal red, and then blue is amplification. So reversal plus amplification becomes purple, becomes giant laser beam of destruction. I don't know how the math works there. But Todo feels it coming. And thank goodness, because that would obliterate anything in its path. I said it before, it's a beam, right? This is a laser beam. We've seen a bajillion laser beams in a bajillion different shows. Somehow, this warping of space and then cutting a full tunnel through stone, rock, tree, everything. Like the Boring Company drilling a train tunnel through the world, not even seeing where he's shooting, just knowing what he's aiming at, and he wipes the whole space. Like, this guy should be illegal. Yay! And Gojo Satoru is here, and everything's settled, I guess. Ah! Hey, on the upside, all our forces, all our people face down some enemies that are next level to them. If anything's going to kick them into gear and force them to train and realize that they're not sufficient, that they've gotta get to it, this'll do it. We've created some bonds between the schools that maybe are just formed in a split second when they're forced on the same side, but those are hard bonds to get rid of. Once you've fought side by side with somebody, it's hard to turn right back to it and start going at it again. It's like there's real teamwork that happens there and becomes real friendship. 100% Aoi Todo would be down to fight Yuji just because he gains friendship points out of fighting people, I think. But this is gonna shift everything. All our schools have been integrated and working together, so I don't know if we can go back to competing effectively. Or if we should. This is obviously a big incident and a big problem. Probably we should go and make sure everybody's safe and gather everyone up and disperse. But they don't yet know what the main goal was, or that the finger is missing, or why that finger was so damn important in the first place. I'm not entirely sure. Probably it folds into their greater plans to eventually eliminate Gojo Satoru, which I am now convinced will happen. Okay, here's why I'm convinced that will happen. Because we've been doing this Gojo shows up and saves the day every time situation, the best thing you can do to that is eliminate the Deus Ex Machina. If Gojo's our Deus Ex, our god, pull him out, throw him somewhere else, and watch the characters struggle. That seems like fun. That seems like a fun way to go with the story. This was a blast. Rapid acceleration into some crazy shit with some awesome animation and very fun interactions between characters, and an equally rapid, we just stayed at that high for most of the 2 episodes, and then very rapidly decelerated as Gojo Satoru shows up, shoots some beams, and ends the jig. Like, this game is over. World champ in the house. Stop fighting. Hush. Cool. If this was the big plan, it didn't go super well, but it wasn't. This was just a piece of the plan, and whatever failures they did have, Mahito succeeded. So the game is still afoot. It's not over yet. Okay, thanks so much for watching these episodes of Jujutsu Kaisen with me. It was Jujutsu Kaisen on a Friday, and we did not all die day. And I'm pretty glad. Could have used a couple of deaths, just 1 or 2, whatever. No. This is good. This is good. The enemy is rebuffed, and I don't know what happens next, except maybe baseball. Cool. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next week for more episodes, or at least 1 episode of Jujutsu Kaisen. And I will say, much love. Peace.